So, sports update on Trust TV. Adeni Ajishafe. You just saw there that particular encounter between Dortmund and PSG, the first leg of that particular UEFA Champions League semi-final. Well, right now the D-Day is here. Second leg is coming up in Paris between the two clubs. We look at that particular story. UEFA Champions League semi-final. Second leg, PSG battles Borussia Dortmund in Paris. A tough one is going to be, the two teams are battle ready. First leg actually ended 1-0 in favor of Borussia Dortmund, but the second leg, PSG are saying is not over until it's over. Tonight they are battle ready and they want to make sure they face and win that particular game. Mbappe have been talking tough, but one particular player stood out for Dortmund in that encounter. His name is Jadon Sancho. He did so well that Man United fans were wondering what happened when he was with them in Manchester United. But right now, Sancho has become a star player. In fact, we'll be talking about his transfer stories later on. But right now, join us to talk sport. This is our wife, Olawale Peters. Good to have you.
Thank you, Adeni. It's my pleasure to be back to studio.
So, you just saw that story there. Tonight is the night. PSG Dortmund at home in Paris. First leg ended 1 in favor of visiting team Dortmund when they play at home. But now, do you think or do you see PSG winning tonight?
Okay, I will say this emphatically. Yes, PSG, they are winning tonight. And I'm going to back my prediction up with analysis. Now, PSG and Borussia Dortmund, they've met 7 times. Tonight will make it.
It was as if the goalpost was against PSG.
Nunes of Liverpool, the goalpost master, that had about 10 shots that hit the bar this season, was with PSG that day. Because they had about three of their goal-bound ball that hit the bar also. So luck was totally against them. Then Mbappe also wasn't as prolific as he used to be.
On that night.
Because the coach developed a strategy that put Jadon Sancho to close him down. So whoever is marking Sancho will be very careful of not pulling out because of the count very well. That, I think, tonight will not happen. They will all go all out to do what? To win the match. And take it from me, the two teams, they are not where they are by chance. Don't forget that Borussia Dortmund have won this elite trophy before in 1996 and 1997, and they got to the final in 2012, 2013, the last time that they played at Wembley. Then also PSG on their own, and also they lost the final in 2019, 2020. So both of them are really eager to get to the final. There's no how they will get to the final if they didn't cross tonight's bridge. But at the end of the day, I see PSG based on the statistics, based on the tradition which you cannot rule away from football, and based on their form, I see them progressing to the final.
Now, if you see them progressing to the final tonight, what's going to be the score line?
3-1.
In favor of PSG. Is Mbappe scoring?
He will definitely score.
Okay, well, let's wait and see. A big one coming up there between PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, as they call them, against BVB, Borussia Dortmund, who play at Signal Iduna Park in Germany, facing them in the second leg over there in Paris. A tough one is going to be, aggregate-wise right now, it's still 1-0 in favor of visiting team, Dortmund, and they turn things around. But Jadon Sancho have really been a player that even My United fans, they couldn't believe their eyes with the way Sancho is playing.
Well, at times, a cow does not appreciate its tail until when it is cut off. And you now have flies coming. So you now be looking for what to use to send the flies away. That's the truth. I said it here on the studio that the issue between Sancho's and Erik ten Hag, there are better way that Erik ten Hag should have managed that situation without letting it get into the public.
So automatically it means, from what you are saying, Ronaldo's case and Sancho's case, it means Erik ten Hag should have handled the two diplomatically, maturely, more than how it was handled.
100%. You see, there are some players that take it or leave it. You need them in your team, but you need to learn how to manage them. Look at what happened between Klopp and Mo Salah. Look at what happened between them at the touchline. After that match, did you hear anything again?
At all.
They resolved the issue. The next match, they play against Tottenham. What happened? What did Salah did? He scored, he made assist. He was the best player that day. If you recall also, when Mourinho was managing Mario Balotelli, So there was a time they play an away match in Champions League. During the halftime, 15 minutes, they used 12 minutes from the 15 minutes
to talk to him.
To plead that I don't have any striker.
Just go there.
You are the only striker I have. If they abuse you, leave them. If they kick you, leave them. Whatever they do,
just play the ball.
Mario Balotelli entered the pitch in less than 10 minutes. He got a red card. But
that's all he said.
That doesn't stop Mourinho from using him. Because he is a good player, you need him to succeed. So it's all about man management, relationship management. So I think Eric Ten Hag, he fails when it comes to that. And don't forget, while he was at Ajax, the caliber of people that he was managing is totally different from the caliber of people.
They have more star players.
They have more star players right now. For you to coach Cristiano Ronaldo, you first look at you and weigh you that. What have you achieved?
I've been with Mourinho. I've been with all these stars.
I've been with Mourinho and Ancelotti.
All of
so
them.
What do you now want to tell me? Casemiro, the same thing. So that's why I said in the morning that desire, determination, commitment, dedication, and effort. If you don't see it in a player, discipline the player. If you don't discipline the players, take it everybody. That is why you see the likes of Rashford strolling instead of running. You see the likes of Anthony doing samba dance when you're supposed to kick the ball. So that is the issue that they are really having. So as far as I'm concerned, I think that's what they really need to really work on.
Well, delving into Jadon Sancho's performance for Borussia Dortmund there. For PSG, tonight is the night in the UEFA Champions semi-final. Second leg coming up over there in Paris. Parc des Princes is the place they call it. And they just have to pack the scores if they have to defeat Borussia Dortmund in that particular game. Dortmund 1-0 in the first leg. And it's going to be a tough game because they really want to scale through. PSG have been eyeing. They've really been trying to see how they can win the UEFA Champions League. In fact, the owner of that club are working towards getting that done. But right now, let's cross over to Nigeria. Let's talk about our own sporting moment. Nationwide League One, the top tier of Nigerian league football right now. One of the coaches is already talking that coaches need to stop blaming referees for lost matches. According to one of the coaches, his name is Coach Smith. And really, a lot of Nationwide League One coaches are always lamenting anytime, either maybe after the game, and they always be like, oh, the referee killed us. You know, the normal language in Nigeria.
Okay, I don't know the particular incident he's referring to. I don't know the content in which he's talking about, but a bit I disagree with him. Because if you watch some of the matches, not only in Nigeria, in Europe, you have nothing to do than to blame the referee. At times you don't even blame the referee, you blame the VAR. That's the truth, because the referee, they are bound to make the mistake, and the purpose of having the VAR is to do what? Is to check or to checkmate the activities. But you see that both the decision of the referee and the VAR look somehow. So where are you going to blame? Are you going to blame a player that's giving it all out, that have done everything possible? No matter how good you are, if you are playing against a referee, there's nothing you can do. If you are playing against the linesman, there's nothing you can do. So that's why I said I don't know the content in which he's talking about, but the whole blame should not be the referee killed us. Let it be very, very obvious. But take it or leave it, you cannot. Do you know that most of these referees, they have their own club that they support?
Of course.
So if they are supporting a particular club, look at Nottingham Forest. They wrote a petition to FA that a referee that has been assigned to officiate their match, it's a supporter of what's the name of this club again? I can't recall now. Just this season, and they wrote a petition. The FA ignored it, and during the match, we saw what happened.
It was obvious that the man actually had an affection for the other club.
Like people do normally say during Howard Webb time. Anytime Manchester United scored, he will run with the player to the center pass and say, go. So that shows that he's jubilating.
Was another ref that a lot of people were like, why do you allow this man to always refer again when you know he's a confirmed Manchester United fan?
So that is why I said I don't know the content in which Smith is talking about. Now, if we have Howard Webb in Nigeria, which I'm very sure
we have a lot of them.
We have a lot of them in Nigeria. So what do you now want the players to do? So the call should be on the NFF to be sure that the officiating is a bit fair. You can't get it excellent. You can't get it 100%. We're talking about 70 or 80%. Let it be that, oh, this is truly a human error, not a deliberate error. So that is what I think we need to really look into. So to me, I don't really agree with him totally that the referee should not be. There are times that you have to really deal with the referee. If you recall vividly, match between Roma and semi-final, that Mourinho,
Okay.
Clatterberg, he left the pitch. He went to the parking lot to go and wait for the referee.
Like, he killed them. I remember
Like,
when they were sanctioned.
Yes. So it was sanctioned, and everybody saw what happened. Look at the game. Chelsea and Barcelona, also Champions League, Drogba case. Who are you going to blame? Are you going to blame the player? No, I can give you a lot of examples. So it's not all about the players. At times, the referees, they play a major part when it comes to deciding the fate of the game.
Well, talking about the Nationwide League One, they are the total of Nigerian Football League. Well, hopefully, both the referees, the coaches, all of them should work hand in hand and make sure our league is actually sanitized. We are hoping that we get it better. Aside that, I will talk about Eyimba International. Eyimba International actually played against Zoma United, and that game got the hammer from the NFF. We look at that story. Eyimba rejects NFF decision in disputed match against Zoma United, Bank on Appeals Committee. Well, after that game was played, Eyimba right now, they are not too happy for the fact that they were docked some point, and that is not speaking well with them. And they now had to go to the appeal committee because they are not accepting that particular decision from NFF disciplinary committee.
See, Nigerian
football,
Premier Football League, or Nigerian football in general, is a theater, is a home of comedy,
drama, right?
Comedy, drama, whatever you call it. Now, a match between Eyimba and Doma United, I think about 86 or 86 minutes thereabouts, the Eyimba scored. It was the Doma United players that were harassing the...
That's it.
It's very, very clear here. It is the Doma United players and officials that were dragging the referee to review that goal. Note, we don't have VAR in Nigeria, but the referee and the assistant, they have to go to the OB van of the start times to go and review, watch the playback to ascertain what really happened. And they came back and saw that truly it was a goal, and they gave the goal.
And look at the rowdiness there. Yes. Everything went all.
Now they came back saying they are deducting 2 points. On what basis? What basis are they deducting the 2 points from Eyimba? And that 2 points will cost them a lot. Because like we said in the morning, if you look at the MPFL table, it's very competitive. 55, 55, 57, 59.
58, yes.
58. So that shows that it's anybody's game. So taking that 2 points away from them unjustly.
By now they should have been having 57.
57. So it's supposed to be a joint league topper with Enugu Rangers on 57, 57. So I think their appeal, they'll get something out of their appeal because this is not really good. All the accusations against them, even we that were not there physically that we saw it.
The video is actually very, at least it's self-explanatory there.
So I think they really need to work in this. That's why I said Nigerian football, you will laugh.
But seriously, to some extent, now that they've actually gone to the appeals committee, hopefully, maybe they can get just. Let's see what happens. Doma United, Eyimba International, that game really generating a lot of issues right now. But Eyimba are now backing down, I thought, to accept that decision, and they decided to go for the appeal against that particular decision. The disciplinary committee has set against them. Let's see where maybe they'll be getting justice, or maybe it will still stand that that particular 2 points they were docked up, they will still remain intact. Well, from there, let's talk about our own national team, Super Eagles of Nigeria. We know they have a new coach in the person of Finidi George, a former assistant, but now he's the substantive coach of Super Eagles. According to Benedict Akwebu, a former Super Eagles player, also says, well, Finidi and Amunike can work together. If NFF wants to appoint, he's talking about the assistant now because they are yet to announce that his assistant. He believes Amunike and Finidi can actually work together.
Okay, and my take. My honest opinion is when you are to get an assistant, it should be your decision.
Not NFL decision.
It shouldn't be anybody imposing it on you. One, I don't even see it as NFL decision. Now let me give you a hint. When they are shortlisting, who's going to be the coach? The NFF, they even prefer to go for a foreign coach. But the minister said no, let's get a coach locally. So rumor has it that the Minister of Sport rooted and supported Amunike. Why the NFF? They are okay with Finidi George. They are not getting a foreign coach. So at the end of the exercise, Finidi George got the contract. And the Minister of Sports is now rooting for Amunike to be the assistant. Don't forget, this is not the first time we're having this issue. Recall well, Austin Iguafon was given the opportunity of being the interim coach. The same minister then of Youth and Sports imposed Amunike to be the assistant of Iguafon. And we saw what happened. It cost us our World Cup ticket against Ghana. So as far as I'm concerned, I see this as more like a rivalry between
Ministry and
NFF. But when it comes to assistant, I should look at someone that will add value, that will not come and be looking for opportunity to eye my position. Someone that will criticize me objectively. I'm not saying that you should look for someone that will say, yes sir, how jump can I hide? No. But you look at someone that will respect you, respect your decision. Even if there's a disagreement, it's not something that will cause a bad, what do you call it, off the pitch issue. It should be, so as far as I'm concerned, see the likes of Amunike, the likes of Amakachi, if you need the judge really want them, you should go for them. Nobody should impose, because Nigeria will be expecting results, not from the assistant.
From the
it's from the coach.
Himself.
It's from the judge itself. So they should allow him to choose whoever is okay with. Whoever is okay with. And don't forget, both of them, they are the best wingers Nigeria has ever produced. 7 and 11. And they've played together. They understand themselves. They know themselves. Their attitude, their character. So if you need the judge is okay with it, no problem. But if he's not okay with it, they should allow him to choose, because we are going to hold Finidi George accountable. Just like when we are having, like our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we are not at times you don't even need to hold the ministers accountable, because they are not the one that you voted for. You voted for the president or you voted for your governor. So if the minister and the commissioners are not doing very well, why are you going to hold accountable? So that's the same case with Finidi George. He's the one that we are going to hold accountable. So they should allow him to choose whoever he can work with effectively. What we want at the end of the day is the result, no activity and no effort.
Hopefully something can be done concerning this. Finidi George performing his role as the Super Eagles coach there. Before we go, just quickly giving you transfer gossip. We talk about Darwin Núñez there. Darwin Núñez of Liverpool emerges as a shock target for Barcelona. Barcelona really wants to see how they can replace him right now if Lewandowski actually leaves. Another one says Jadon Sancho. Sancho prefers Dortmund stay than return to United at the end of his loan spell. He doesn't want to go back to Old Trafford. He wants to stay at the Signal Iduna Park over there, where he has always been a shining star. And the last one talked about Chelsea. Chelsea step up interest in Shakhtar Donetsk player. His name is Georgi Sudakov. Sudakov is a friend to Modric, who came from Ukraine, and right now they're also looking at getting him. If everything goes well, he could be joining Chelsea, although Arsenal, Liverpool and Manchester City are also looking at getting this player, who is fantastic when it comes to playing football. That's it, to just give you updates concerning some transfer stories there. But before we go, Olale Peters, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Adeni. It's my pleasure being here.
Adeni Gishafe, thanks for watching.